What's up with it, man? What's up? You know, I I'm still working in this time, right? But anyway, I want to welcome everybody. I'm gonna let a couple people come on in, and then we're gonna get this show started, man. Because some of this stuff makes no sense whatsoever. Uh, what's going on in the truck, especially in 2025, when everybody has a smartphone. Not only do they have a smartphone, they're on social media. Only on social media, they have the capability to pull up things and use chat gpt and all of these other resources, tools, to really find out what's going on out here, man. um, and tonight's show, we're going to talk a little bit about Charmaine Jeffers. Okay, I've been cruising across the YouTube streams, and some of you guys been just plagiarizing. Let me say it again. Some of you guys just been plagiarizing what Demetrius Price and myself, Daryl, have been saying on Facebook. Y'all bring it over to YouTube, and then y'all, use that catchy line in that phrase. And the only thing I need you to do for me, people, the only thing, I'm gonna have to take you to church now. I don't want to have to take you to church. I'll hold your hand and I'll walk you to the promised land. I will tell you, hey, brother, hey, man, just give us the quote, man. What's up with you, Chrisan? Just give us the quote, baby. Just, help us help you, because you coming out here and you spreading that good word, right? You out here, you helping those good truckers. You helping people to get a little bit smarter. You helping people to understand that things in this world is formed against them. Okay, that things and businesses and entities really don't want to see growth, because see, growth equals independency. See, growth equals experience, well seasoned like a good steak. Okay. See, when you're well seasoned, the trickery, the buffoonery cannot be pulled on you so easily. See, let me say it again. Take them to the church, Jay. The buffoonery, the trickery wouldn't be so easily to pull on you. So they need to keep you dumbed down. They need to keep you divided. They need to keep you thinking about simple terms like work, and boss lady, and contracts. See these buzzwords. These buzzwords be catching a lot of y'all, man. I was across the YouTube channel, man. And I watch people say, hey, man, there's two sides to a story, which is correct. And I'm not going to argue that. There's always three sides to a story: their side, your side, and the fucking truth. Okay. It's always three sides, not two sides. It's three sides: their side, your side, and the motherfucking truth. That truth is something. But see, when you're well seasoned out here in this game, you know how to peep things. When you are experienced, where you're seeing people out here moving in different ways, especially with carriers, in every sense, COVID, that people have been really working the hardest off the backs of carriers and truckers. Trucking has turned into a monopoly of hustling. And yeah, some of you guys are not familiar with Charmaine Jeffers, and she's been quite known for over the years now. Uh, she's been on commercials. She has been on Asian Mind, and in SoCal today, he gave her roses, I believe. SoCal was sitting there like, yeah, man, Charmaine didn't do nothing wrong, but nobody's really pointing out of the simple fact of misclassifying truck drivers, holding truck driver to a unbelievable standard. Okay, unbelievable guarantees, and the guarantees that Charmaine Jeffers promised. She always have a out by saying a simple thing of, well, my customer switched it on me. But see, here go the thing: you took it upon yourself to facilitate that deal. You gave the guarantee. Your customer didn't give the guarantee. So when you now have to meet your obligation of the guarantee, she start the street hustler. She start that I'm a grandma. I got grandkids. I'm a black woman. I'm a woman in this industry. And here go the thing right here. See, that sounds good, right? It sounds almost like a political talking point, right? But let's face the truth out here. Women in trucking has been together like cheese on a goddamn cheese sandwich. I slipped up right there, but women have always been an important part in the trucking industry. She's coming in acting like, oh man, I'm dominating this male generated space when actually it's men and women that has been dominating trucking. You have men and women as team truckers. You have men and women as company owners. You have multi-millionaire women in this trucking space. And shout out to the black woman down there in Georgia that owns one of the biggest construction firms that's well known from Georgia all the way to the East Coast and all the way to the West Coast. And she started back in the 50s. You got the black woman that's in control, that's over the 820 project here in Dallas, Texas. I mean, Fort Worth, Texas. So when people start giving you that speech talk and start bringing in your racial identity, you got to understand what up with your ghost town, man. What's up? Shout out to you, ghost town. You got to understand that you're about to be bamboozled, you're about to be conned, and you got to listen for the con. And here go the thing, I know that education is very critical, but some of y'all just don't want to digest that shit. You want to bring the street way right up onto Wall Street. You want to bring your street ways, your street terminology to correlate with logistics, transportation, and the whole logistics world. It doesn't work because this thing's already existing. Logistics already exist. You could come and add to it, or you could be a part of the downside of it, right? And part of the downside is a lot of people out here are not in the ideal financial state that they need to be to really start tackling transportation. Okay. So they made loopholes. They made these participation opportunities. Participation opportunities are leasing. That's it. I'm saying, and you know, we could agree. Well, here we go. I'm not doing it, man. Hold on, let me stop. That's the problem. We agree with too goddamn much. And then here comes the bad seeds. Okay. Leasing is for the people that is not prepared financially, mentally to become business owners. They don't understand their position in this logistics. And where their position is quite critical. They want somebody to pamper them. So they go into leasing. And unfortunately, when you got so many people deciding to say, hey, man, I'm going to go into this space and I want to be pampered to, you create a opportunity for you to be deceived. Okay. I watched her Instagram live and I noticed how she start bringing up people names and talking from a point of I'm a hustler. I'm boss lady. I gave you guys opportunity. But she wasn't talking from a point of a carrier owner. She to me sound more like an agent or a recruiter because when she's referring to what she's doing with the United States Post Office, she's not being very specific or what position that these carriers was playing. She didn't even really name the lanes, right? The whole gist of it, what I got from her and what I got from SoCal Channel is I gave these people some work and they didn't do what they supposed to do and they expect to get paid. And here go the thing. What did they supposed to do? Because we're talking in circles. And I don't know YouTube space, some of you guys in comments help me out because I really want to play the video. I do have the video. I screen recorded the whole entire thing, but the whole ideal is, you know what? I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play the vocals. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me pull up this video and see if you guys can hear the vocals. Okay, let me go right here. I'm gonna play the vocals for you guys. Okay. All right. So this video is 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 26 seconds. We ain't gonna play the whole thing, but I will be fair. I will play it from the beginning, and anybody could fact check me, but I will play it from the beginning. So the video is starting at the 1 second mark. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning, people. I'm sitting here in my loft apartment, enjoying the holidays and enjoying the little bit of time that I have off because I've been working nonstop for over 2 months now. We've been working nonstop, putting together something that has not been done in history. So finally, not working today. This is my first day off in over a month and a half, probably close to 2 months. My first real day off. Any other time I had like a half a day and my phone stayed blowing up, stay busy. So, since I have off, I'm enjoying my holidays. I did all my Christmas shopping. The grandkids are doing good. But I've seen people are trying. This is so amusing to me. I've been staying back the last, I think, 2 weeks or week and a half. I say in about the last week and a half. Boy, people been trying to get famous off my name again. It's hard for me to realize that I'm such a celebrity because I just be doing me. I don't be really trying to be no celebrity. But this celebrity shit is funny as fuck. It's hard to realize how relevant I really am. Whenever I'm doing something positive, whenever I'm doing something good, man, them haters be waiting. They be waiting, don't they? They be writing essays. They be writing essays on the internet. And then they stay lying. And they stay just putting out anything into the universe as if. First, I'm a celebrity. I'm a celebrity enough for you to do videos. I'm a celebrity enough for people. Hold on, I gotta stop that, man. I'm all right. I gotta address some things, man. All right, we're gonna go back to playing it, but I gotta say this: when somebody, we are in the age of 2025. Um, when somebody, okay, has a disagreement, we can agree that people do go to the internet with their grievances, right? TikTok, bad reviews or police misconduct, things of that nature. Just because somebody speak of the situation that you are involved in, uh, you notice how she spent it, right? She said, a celebrity, people always talking about me, people always doing this, and notice how it is aimed towards the negative. But notice how she didn't say the positive, right? If you bring up her name, you're hating. See, she's setting down the foundation game work for her fucking minions to come in and say, "Oh, you hating on boss lady." See, no, 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 no. It's a disagreement. Address the allegation. Let's not fluff up the room because this is what it's doing right here. So you got to understand how the con double talk. They come in. Notice how she talked about her grandkids. All right, she's supposed to be talking about the dispute about the pay of these two ladies. But she comes in and just warm up the room, get everybody set of saying, "Hey, I got grandkids. I'm a grandmother." And people usually associate grandmothers with loving, responsible, caring, so on and so forth. Notice how she framed it, right? But we're gonna go right back playing it. Let's go. Shit all around in trucking groups, but I'm not celebrity enough for you to tell lies and get sued. and get sued for defamation, slander, and libel. So that's crazy because a lot of these people, so-called having podcasts and little internet shows, and you are just spreading lies with no investigation, right? You're not no real news reporters. Like when she says that, right? She says that. Give me 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 second. So we got to go beyond just, the low hanging fruit. Let's see what we got right here. All right. Let me do this real quick. We're going to do this real quick. Hmm. All right. We're going to bring this up. Okay. Now, this is just off of Google. Okay. This is just off of Google. And let's see if I can screen share. Let me see if I can screen share this. Mm, oh, let me go right here. Let me go right here. Mm. I'm trying to pull this information up. That's public record that you do not need to, um, um, you know, get in trouble. So let's pull it up. Okay, let's read this right here. So this is B2B capital providers versus Truck in a Box LLC or Truck Biz in a Box. And look at this lawsuit. It named Charmaine Tammy Jeffers. Okay. So she has been sued. Filing date was October 24th, 2022. Last refreshed April 24th, 2025. Kings County, New York was the filing location. Court commercial contract. See, these are all the contracts people be talking about. So it has the plaintiff, B2B capital providers, which is a lender, has the attorney for the plaintiff, and it has the defendant. Charmaine Tammy Jeffers. Truck Biz in a Box. Okay. So, and this is the report, the judgment default. So, so she lost that one. Let's see what we could get up on this. Okay. So the judgment was in the behalf, in the favor of the plaintiff. Let's see if we can zoom in on this one. We just download the document. If we get, let's see. We doing it. Oh man, I can't do it like that. So let's go back. So, and I don't know if YouTube screen could pick it up. So the claim was for $35,873, um, and interest from October 11, 2022, $424.80. Um, Total cost and disbursement, I guess that's court fee, $565. And the total judgment in the behalf of the plaintiff was $36,862.80. Yeah, yeah. This is when, and this is just off Google. You could go and check for yourself. You see the site. You see the site. You see the site. So Truck It Biz in the Box was trash. Okay. Here you go. Right here. Here you go. Preview. Judgment for the plaintiff against Charmaine. So Truck Biz in a Box was a failure. It was a failure. And not only was it a failure, let me go back here. All right. Not only was it a failure, a lot of people lost their money. A lot of people came to the internet. A lot of people provided documentation, contracts, and what was necessary needed for other truckers to be informed about. And she put on the I'm a Black Woman Act. She put on the slang, I'm a woman, I'm a girl from the Bronx. Well, she's a grown ass woman and she's a grandmother. She put on these acts, and most people just eat it up because they say, "Oh, you can't see it, J King. You can't see OB." Do I need to bring it back up, you guys? Do I need to bring it back up? Let me see. Yeah, I couldn't see it. Hold on, real quick. Let me do it again. Hold on. Do, do, do. Okay. Bringing it back up. So what I did was Google Charmaine Jeffers lawsuit. I just put that in the Google search. Um, Charmaine Jeffers lawsuit. That's for the people that can't see, so y'all can follow along with me if y'all, please just work with me on that one. But let me go back to screen sharing. If you can see that, let me bring that up. Boom, boom. All right, let me go right here, and I'm sharing. Okay, this is the website that I'm on. Okay, it was the first search. It was the first thing that popped up in the Google. I just Google Charmaine Jeffers lawsuit. That's it. That's it. And Google. And you can see that she's been sued. Not once. This woman has been sued multiple times. And usually is she's not paying. She's not doing what she's supposed to do. And B2B capital provider sued her in New York. And this goes from back from 2022. Yes, back from 2022. So she's has been sued, and let me see some more event. Oh, I got to sign up for it. We ain't doing that tonight. She has been sued. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Add to stage. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. Let me go. Let me restart it. Boom. There we go. Can y'all see that? Yeah, can y'all see that? Let me go back to here. Can y'all see that? And I think I can make this bigger, right? Yeah. Full screen layout. There you go. So Charmaine Jeffers has been sued since 2022. And this is her old company, Truck Biz in a Box. Truck Biz in a Box was supposed to be the cutting edge, leading new way of transportation providing for owner operators and lease drivers. And where she would go out and buy trucks on the carrier or the customer or client behalf and get the trucks put on with companies and guarantee you a certain now here go the key thing. She was guaranteeing, and these are words she said on social media um about it. And unfortunately, yeah, yeah, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. So that's why Truck Biz in a Box is no longer in here. So she's been known over the past few years of taking advantage of drivers. And here goes the things that I don't understand, man, is that I'm moving this from the screen. And I could add her own, right? I could um show y'all her, but I want to just make sure I want to stop the screen. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware. And where did I go? There we go. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware. I just went into Google and put her name, the name that she claims that who she is, Charmaine Jeffers, which is her name. And you can see the fucking trail, even on LinkedIn. So where do we get to a point of, hating, right? Nobody that I am aware of has threatened to cause body harm because we do not condone that. Let me repeat myself. I don't condone that. She's still a human being. Okay? So we got that out the way. So have you motherfuckers out there, y'all swear that this woman's doing something. This woman has repeatedly said uh, derogatory things about people of color, especially black men, right? That really don't bother me because I don't let that shit deviate me or distract me from what she says. Okay. What how the way she talks like she's the upper echelon and she's providing you with a opportunity when in reverse, her position as an agent and recruiter is solely dependent on the carrier or lease driver. Y'all, I, when you are the person that's purchasing the truck, when you are the one with the CDL, when you are the one with the asset, you hold all of the deck. You hold all of the cards to the fucking deck. But y'all let people tell you that they could give you something when in reality in logistics, nobody's giving you a damn thing. You're earning it, you're negotiating for it, and you're getting your equipment set up in order to do that task. We are in 2025. The slang, the lingo, the 2000 shit, man, technology has advanced and we are getting stupider. People are using their financial illiteracy to be a clutch when we just need to address the fucking monkey in the room and just say, motherfucker, get your money up. How can we as a group support you when you can't manage your own fucking payroll, when you don't understand your own state laws on taxes or eligibility, insurance? Some of you guys, y'all think that you get a truck, you get a contract. Now, let me help y'all out with these contracts. Anybody that's a veteran in this trucking game or anybody that's been experienced in the trucking game knows that that contract ain't worth shit. Whoever writes the contract is the one that controls the situation. Prove me wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Really do. Whoever, let me say it again, whoever writes the contract controls the situation. We as carriers are so gullible and so hungry just to be a part of a fucking contract that we don't even read it. We don't read the payout, the pay structure, the accounts, how to do proper billing. I mean, the billing. We don't know it. We automatically go into this default mindset of let's assume that this shit works like the people of DAT. When in reality, it really doesn't work that way. In reality, having a United States Post Office contract takes a lot of bidding. That's number one. Number two, um, insurance requirements. Number three, drivers, right? Misclassifying drivers is running rampant, right? So when I hear the guys like, "Oh man, she had a holiday contract," see, y'all fall for that fucking low hanging fruit. This motherfucker ain't said her trucking company name. Why? Then when she did say a name, she's not even the owner of the trucking company. It's somebody else. So she's a recruiter for the trucking company. She's an agent for the trucking company. That means that everything she said before is bullshit because it's not her contract. She's not responsible for those drivers or the driver's pay. And if the driver signed a power of attorney, that is ill and deceiving. So don't tell me that you don't have no fucking weight to run down to your labor board and file a good complaint. Hell, you could run down to the United States Postal Service and file a goddamn complaint. There, calm down. Y'all don't understand this. Y'all think this is the streets, right? You don't have to take my word for it. This is nothing new under the sun. History just repeats itself. See, people have already done this in the fucking past. This is why they have policies and procedures to safeguard against this. But yet and still, Y'all niggas think that she is just making something new. Bro, she's not the first one. Y'all had 10 rows. Y'all had god damn it. I'm having a brain fart. I'm having a brain fart right now because it's so many US mail. It's so many carriers out there that does it a particular way, and you guys wondering why they do it that way because the United States Post Office put it into a contract where both parties had to agree to a certain term, a structure, and a policy. So that's why they run the way they run. Okay. When you got people that gets on the internet and say, well, you pulled a post contract and you didn't do your run, so the other run with the post office had to pay you less. That is a fucking flat out lie. It doesn't work that way. The United States Post Office doesn't say, hey, OB Trucking, you had a route from Dallas to Houston. I know you bid it $1,200. First of all, let me say this. I'm not bidding no fucking $1,200. Uh, way no. But anyway, that's beside the point. If I had to do a route from Dallas to Houston, and let's say Theo Logistics had a route going from Dallas to San Antonio, and the United States Post Office called me and said, hey, we having a problem out of Theo. His truck is not able to make the run. Can you make the run? Yes. You know, at that particular point in time, a negotiation will start because here go the thing. I'm talking from experience. I am talking from a track record. I am talking from a position where I moved a lot of money. And I'm not talking about money in my goddamn pockets. I am talking US currency from the mint. I am talking about taking runs, picking up money out from the post office and delivering to banks out there in West Texas. I did that for many and many of years with my own trucks, my own drivers, my own operation. All of my drivers got insurance. All of my driver was paid to the accordance of UPS drivers personnel, USPS personnel. So when you start and when they had layovers, which if something happened, yes, they was well compensated for. One thing we knew about it is that when somebody actually have a contract, they know how to, let's just say, handle the situation and not go to this default of not paying their drivers. Now, in history, anybody that pulled for the United States Post Office subcontractors, let me clarify this. I'm not talking about directly for the United States Post Office. It's very hard to get in the door, first of all. Second of all, if you ever pull for a subcontractor, a lot of owner operators didn't get paid. They didn't get paid. And guess what happened? A lot of carriers went and sued the United States Post Office. They did. And the carriers won. So now the United States Post Office takes this allegation of not paying carriers very serious. And so I'm doing this video because we as truckers, I don't think we need more money right now. Yes, that's one of the problems, but that's not our primary problem. Our primary problem is lack of education. And here go the thing. Nobody could give you everything you need to be successful in trucking because trucking is strategizing and cutthroat, right? We did used to do shows up on this podcast and speak about these things, and people used to tell me, "Nah, man, OB, the game ain't like this." Now you are seeing women. So here go the thing, you don't find, kind of red flaggish. If you pull her up in Google, majority of the people that's not being paid are black women. Majority of the victims are black women. Majority are black women. You trying to tell me, and see, this is why I don't like when people try to paint Charmaine's trying to set herself up as the grandma. And she's setting up the black women as haters. And notice who's coming to her defense, the defender, old grumpy ass black men. Isn't this like a CIA ops? where you got the black man going against the black woman for what? Because one motherfucker in the middle told you that they've been threatening her life, but she have yet to prove that or provide incredible. But yet and still, the black women, multiple, have been filing complaints about this woman, even to go far to say there's a let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. Hold on, you guys. Let me pull this up because I want y'all to see this black woman. And hopefully I don't let me go right here. Let me go back to my channel. Hopefully, and I'm only doing this to share this just to prove a point. This woman did a nice video. Okay. And let's go. Let's go. Okay. That's it right here. Okay. Let me pause this. Let me do this. And her name is Miss Scott. Okay. Check out her YouTube. Share screen. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go. Hopefully y'all can hear it.
Dollars. I've never seen a truck, trailer, driver, dispatcher, nothing she offered in the package, and I'm here to prove it. And 2021, I gave Jeffers
Hold on.
$15,000 for what she promised, a truck biz in a box that comes with everything and more that I just named. I never received anything. 7 months later, I started to worry. She kept pretending that the reason why I didn't have a truck is because she waiting on parts. A year later, I'm getting upset now. She still said the parts. So then when I started questioning about the parts, let me call Freightliner. Oh, it turned to, due to the market bad, I can't give you your trucks because you won't make no money. So going on 2 years, Jeffers advertising. She advertising and she bragging and she posting new stuff she bought for her and her family members. I'm like, how you still advertising for trucks, but you ain't gave me one? I contact her and still the lie. So I contacted a lawyer. And the lawyer said, we need proof. Send in your contract, wire transferring and messages. When we investigate, we will see if you were scammed. I gave them all the information they need, and the lawyer contacted me. This contract is breached. Let's sue her. I paid an extra $15,000 for a demand letter to be wrote to Jeffers. And oh, magically, after 2 years, that's when Jeffers wanted to talk to me. I put a status on Facebook to warn others. She called me and begged me to take it down. She'll give me my money back. The next day, she didn't give my money back. She called me three-way with a person who pretend she helped them sell their package. I told her, I'm not selling my package. I gave you my $15,000. You sell my package or give my money back. That didn't happen. So I put the post back up. Jeffers went live, and I have all the evidence that I'm about to show you that this lady is. She went live about me for 2 hours. Defamation of character. Everything she said about me, she lied. She claimed that I didn't want the truck because the market was bad and I was scared I wasn't gonna make no money. I own my trucking company now that I'm still running under contract that I was running when I gave her my $15,000. So why would I not want another truck out there because the market's bad? She went live about me and she said all these things, and I'm gonna prove to y'all how this lady will look y'all in their eyes and tell you a lie.
Now look at that. Look at that. So she put it on the screen. I gave her $15,000 for a TBIB contract, plus $60 for the dispatch course, plus $199 for owner operator boot camp, plus paid $1,500 for the demand letter, plus percentage of the PI. So let me get back right here. Here go the thing, man. And we're gonna get back to the lady that hurt, but that's Miss Scott YouTube channel. Make sure I link that up. Um, first of all, let me say this for the record. It is some beautiful and well educated black women in trucking. This whole fucking propaganda to start painting black women as haters. What? I know some of y'all buddies, man. I don't like it when black women brings the receipts, then black men want to start talking shit to them because they trying to get brownie points for a fucking grandmama. It still blows my mind. All right, so both parties are required for signature. That didn't happen either. But we're going to get back to what you talking about, Jay King, 84. Uh, yeah, yeah. Somebody going to tell it. Yeah, but let's go back to the video. Uh, get this lady, let this lady, because this video's long too. But I rather let's just play the video
and said with a straight face. Right now, I got 30 other investors who contacted me. We begin to know each other because of her, because we all got scammed. And a lot of people say, why y'all won't notify such and such? We've told the attorney general, the police department, the FBI, the fraud department. Everybody know our stories and our complaints. And guess what? I was told they need more diversity. How many more do y'all need? We got 30 people, and I know that's not all. I'm pretty sure y'all got complaints we don't know about. Every other month, I have this lady who's trying to help us. Somebody see my complaint online and contact her, and she send them to me. Every other month, I get a new victim. Like, how many more victims do y'all need? So I'm gonna prove in this video that Jefferson stole my money, came live, and said with a straight face, she didn't steal my money. And the sad thing about it is I gave her $15,000 in 2021. You got investors who gave this like 30,000, 50,000, 65,000. One of the investors gave her 15,000 without a contract and got an email saying you can get your money back at any time. This lady gave him nothing. I'm here on the voice of all of us because we want her to be stopped. They told us they was going to stop her for advertising. Jeffers is still advertising, and you're going to see at the end of this clip how she brags about only thing she got to do is go live. She going to get at least 2 more victims. She also going to brag how she was getting all this money from us, didn't give us nothing, gave up and said, F us, F the investors, the trucks, the money, everything. She made a 2-hour video about me saying the reason why I'm saying she stole my money is because I'm hating on her. No, I believed in you.
Notice that. Notice that, y'all. Notice that. Notice that I'm hating on you shit again, right? Uh, yes, J King, that's a fake contract. Notice how this woman in this video, Miss Teresa, y'all help me out. Miss Scott with 21 subscribers. Y'all need to go and subscribe to her too and ask her, um, notice how she does the same, how Jeffers does the same thing about this hating stuff. We as people, as we grow up and as we get older, we got to stop with the elementary name call. You cannot be bothered by elementary name calling shit. Okay, hater, man. I am a hater, right? If somebody say, "Hey, yo, OB, you a hater," man, I am the fucking best. I don't half-ass shit. Okay, you a hater? Okay, okay, okay. But the truth still remains. This woman has been collecting checks from multiple people that have reached out to me personally, old videos. So when I seen today where somebody, I seen SoCal channel and I seen him, you know what I'm saying? I see, to me, this is just my opinion. Y'all trying to go on this motherfucker and act like it's some critical thought that's needed to decipher this fucking easy ass con. Man, there ain't no damn critical thinking. The bitch is a goddamn agent, motherfucker. That's it. She's a recruiter for the Russians. The carrier should be sued, should go down to the labor board, misclassification of drivers, um, predatory lending. Okay. The driver has nothing to do with the factoring company. If you don't get paid, the driver still, you are still obligated to pay the driver. See, nobody wants to see. We are thinking, oh man, if the company don't get paid, then I don't get paid. Wrong. That's a lie. If the company don't get paid, they still have to pay you because the service was rendered. The service was rendered. And we have gotten too comfortable of saying, well, if she didn't get paid, if Jeffers didn't get paid, how do people expect her to be the driver? Motherfucker, she's a goddamn business. She says she's the boss. She's the plug. She has to pay the carrier no matter what. This is where we are at in 2025. When motherfuckers are actually debating, should they get paid? Should they be priority in getting paid? You know, where are we at, man? Where we at? All these lease. Man, we got lease, we got agent, we got dispatch class, we got third party dispatch. We got third party dispatch. Let me give y'all some game. Some of y'all think y'all know everything. Now, the third party dispatch is in the bed with the brokers. Their job is to push the fucking market rate. Okay, they are their job. They get a kick, they get a commission from the brokers, and then they get a commission from the goddamn carriers. They play both ends of the stick because they have no skin in the game for the broker and no skin in the game for the carrier. And if you're sitting here talking about, well, man, you know, the dispatch service, their main priority is to make sure the carrier's good. That's how they make their money. No money. No, 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 no. They could do a 2 for 1. If the broker calls up the third party, say, hey man, how many carriers you got in the Dallas Fort Worth area? I got some loads coming out of here going up there to Kansas, reefer loads, one pick, one drop. Man, I'm gonna need those carriers to be at 1,500. Dispatch gonna be like, okay, 1,500. The current market right now, they paying 1,000. Broker say, hey man, I need you to keep them at 1,500. We see a surge coming into the market area. We don't really want to be at 2,100. That's what the market's going to be at in the next 30 days. Guess what the dispatch going to do, man? They're going to sit there and talk to you. Oh man, hey, I talked to A to Z brokering company, man. They're going to give you 1,250. Man, 1,250. They've been giving us 1,000. Yeah, man, they're going to give you 1,250. Then broker call a carrier call broker, books the load. Dispatcher called the broker. Hey man, I kept them at 1,250, not even the 1,500. They're gonna get probably they're gonna get some kickback. Then the carrier's paying him a percentage of the 1,250. This is the most stupidest thing I ever seen. In today's world, people don't understand information and data sharing. People still think factoring company is their friend when factoring company sells their information to brokering company and freight waves. How you think freight waves is able to capture the current market value? How do you think they're able to capture that? You think they got some fucking special analytics FBI telephone where they got every truck driver phone number goddamn tapped? No, they get your information from factoring companies. How you think factoring companies make more money off the money they lend? How you think this shit is happening, huh? Your information is more valuable, dude. The men and women that's out here owning trucks, out here booking loads, your information is a $1 billion industry. Not only is your truck you're driving, the freight that you're doing, or participating in the transportation logistics is a $1 billion, multi-billion-dollar industry. Your information on how you move and operate is a multi-billion-dollar information. It helps companies make and keep money. Not a lot of people agree with me. And you can't agree with me. You can't agree with me 100% because some of y'all, you don't want to understand that this trucking market is cutthroat. You don't get educated by using dispatch services. You got to go through the mud. You got to go through the turmoil. This is what makes you an ironclad carrier. Ironclad. You can't. You sit here and you say, man, you ready for negotiations. They're going to ask you what's your date to pay. Do you have enough capital to float this? Because they only paid in 60 days. You got to maintain operation. Your capital. Hey man, what about your assets? You're dropping hooks. Are these things profitable out here? Oh yes. Good God Almighty. Yes, they are. But you got to come to the table with the meat and potatoes. You got to be able to step up with the meat and potatoes, man. You got to understand that Charmaine is just she's not that important. She's not. She's not. She's on a scale. If we had a percentage scale from 0 to 100%, Charmaine is probably 7%. She's the low sevens because you got to look at the carriers. Who are the carriers that's allowing this? Who are the carriers that she's in agreement with to deceive these carriers and these owner operators and lease drivers? That is the most critical thing right there. These are the things you got to start asking questions to, because everything else, man, it's a dog and pony show. It turns into, okay, man, let's go back here. Let's see what she did on this woman's live. All right, here we go. Let's go back right there.
You saw it or not? I said this market has changed. And if y'all put your trucks on the road right now, you are at risk of losing your investment because the market is terrible. It is trash.
And you said you wanted to wait. And you can try to do the same thing and jump with her and say, oh, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. Maybe I'll get my money back too. Not going to happen, because we have communication of you saying you're going to wait because the market was bad. Okay. And at any time you want to get your truck, you just got to let us know. We're going to hire these drivers and we're going to pull.
I don't sell trucks. I have to get them from these dealerships. Everything that's in that contract with us is what they're telling us. There is no refund on our deposits that we put down on them trucks. And then when they tell us there's a delay, there's a delay. What I did after we waited, after all of us waited, was find new resources so I can get y'all newer trucks, which I needed, and trucks that would be available immediately.
This almost 2 years later, you have not did that.
I'm sorry. No, not to you. A lot of people have we got over 60 trucks on the road. Not to you.
Yeah, but
because,
who
like I said,
did this? Our purchase is 2021.
I got you. And there's a lot of people who did too in 2021 who got their trucks on the road.
Our trucks.
Was busy. I said, not because you're done. Hold on, Tessa. I didn't say that. I said, you didn't see the communication. You might not even be the only one. Maybe people are like you said, you drive a truck. So I'm guessing you just never had time to go on that app. And some people forget they even got that app. I didn't never call you dumb.
But if somebody invested that much money, they should be responding with the people who took their money. Not through no app about you saying you changed some stuff. We ain't seen nothing change. I called you. I contact you.
You did.
Me and you talked on the phone last October. We talked on the phone.
A year ago. Right. So.
But I gave you $15,000 a year before that. 1 month would have made a year before me and you talked on the phone.
I want to resolve this.
So okay.
Oh well. And this ain't an explanation to make y'all change your mind. I don't care what you think. I know what's going on, and I know she still got to go to court and deal with this attorney. Tell her to show her victory. That's what you do. Tell her. Because she ain't the first to try that. I can tell you. Why you think I got an attorney? My attorney is on retainer for that. She ain't the first to try that. But we know what we're doing. We know what we got going on. And I know that I'm always honest. See, it's fraudulent when you get up here and you start telling lies to people and telling them, hey, come invest your money. You're guaranteed to get this. You're going to get that. We're going to pay you. That's fraud. Damn, I knocked my whole earring out.
I don't.
It's wrong. It's so wrong.
What's wrong is you're not even listening to communicate. You are one, this whole conversation, you are one way.
I'm upset. I got a right to be upset. I gave you $15,000 2021.
But you, okay,
In 2021, I gave you $15,000 that I worked hard for. And you gave me a printout and said, Tezra, you gonna make this after 5 months of us signing this contract.
Okay, now that you got me on the phone, Tezra, why aren't you communicating what you want? I asked you like.
See, here we go. Man, hey man, I go visit Tessa Scott. Tessa Scott. See, man, the track history, it proves the history. She's been sued in multiple states, Virginia, uh, New York, business shutting down. She's never in the office. Hell, she don't even show you her company, the trucking company that these drivers are leased to, or owner operators or lease drivers. Notice that she was an agent for many of years for a conglomerate carrier. She was an agent, a recruiter, a dispatcher for a mega carrier. Then she went and started moving with the recruitment. Then when Cherie Moore, Tamika, is it Tamika? Let me get the names. She trucking, all of them, when COVID hit, all of them got together and devised this, let's start this bullshit. And who did they market and demographic to? Black women. They went particularly for black women. And notice majority of their victims are black women. This ain't bringing up red flags to nobody. Nobody. Okay. And then when the black man step up, soon as the black man step up, because she does have black victims, that's male. The first thing they do is, what the first thing she does is saying that you don't like black women. You are attacking black women. I have done so much. I have grandkids. And that's the BS that people fall for. That is the communication people fall for. And it is like, dude, we got to stop it, man. I seen SoCal stuff, man. SoCal stuff was California type. That was 100% liberal shit. You know, that man, let me tell y'all something, man. That was some liberal shit. This woman track record. I'm not going to sit here and play blind to the damn thing. Half the truckers out here that's experienced already seen. Every time you see Charmaine Jeffers, it's always into some shit. It's nothing ever concrete. Nothing over, let's go 3 years. There's not one company that she could show you that she have her name as the owner or partner owner into a carrier. Not one. It's always this new company, new company. Then she tell you black people that we are followers, but she wants you to go and follow her to the Russians. So I guess she's just a slave catcher, huh? That's what she's doing. She got a white zaddy. She go and work for the white zaddy and tell all the black women and all the black men, y'all need to come to boss lady. I'm the boss. I'm the plug. Listen to me. She is the facilitator. And you go and work for the company. The company's paying her your wages for her to distribute your money. What kind of circus show crap is this? And we are still playing this identity shit when we should be saying, why is she so focused on the identity of the person's skin color and not the job or the performance? Why is she always talking she's talking in circles? What freight are they pulling? What type of equipment? What's your lanes? Things that basic carriers that what? I'm getting confused because I'm like, man, I know. God damn it, boy, this shit is stupid. It is. It's not critical thinking. You can see the scam on the wall. She's always saying, "Oh man, uh, I'm gonna send an attorney." Let me give y'all some information. This is the United States. You could sue a fucking ham sandwich. You could sue your pet dog if you want to. You could sue the neighbor if you want to. You could sue anybody. You can sue. So when you acting like, when I hear this all the time from her, when she's like, "Yeah, I got retainers, you got attorneys on retainer." You in that much shit? Because the only time, it's like a criminal. "Yeah, man, I got my lawyer on retainer." What? You in that much shit? You gonna sue somebody. Okay. We seen that you being sued. And you can see it on Google. Okay. So for all the new people, all the new viewers, I went into Google and I put in Charmaine Jeffers lawsuit. And y'all see what pops up. This is public information. Public. All the companies she ran, all the companies she was attached to, all of this right there for you. We don't have to play critical thinking skills. We don't have to play back and forth. She lost a lawsuit in New York. That is what? They are pro employee. So that tells you. I just want you guys, man, to be wealthy. And I know that a lot of people ain't going to make it. And this is why I don't kumbaya with everybody. I don't. I don't kumbaya with everybody. This trucking business takes some real people, some real thinkers, some critical thinkers. You just can't be a hard worker. You got to have clarity. And that is the most thing that a lot of truckers lose because you guys are always under pressure. See, if somebody has some clarity, they will listen when this woman is talking and realize you about to get fucking played. But with you owning a truck, you trying to find freight, you trying to get your truck to work, you trying to get the revenue started, you got personal things, you got numerous of things on you. It's easy to lose clarity and logical thinking skills or critical thinking skills. It's easy. I know. I've been there. I have personally been there. But you got to exercise and you got to take time to yourself and stop buying all of these damn services because you really don't need that. Yes, of course, you need the load board, but you don't need a fucking dispatcher. You don't. You got to start taking time and believing in yourself, man. Use that fucking exercise. You sit here, you say you're a Christian, you believe in a religion, you believe in good energy or positive energy, but you don't even believe that you can produce it. When a motherfucker tell me he's a hard worker, I'll say, "Man, are you a fucking hard thinker?" "Man, I ought to be worrying about shit, OB." See, there you go. And I know. See, when I hear that phrase, "I don't even be worrying about that shit, OB." You're not going to dissect what just happened. You're not going to dissect this. "Oh man, I'm good." He's a hard dummy. You're a hard dummy. And the truck industry needs more hard dummies. This is how they keep rates low. Notice the game. If they keep truckers buried with obligation and fees, they will always win. Just like I was against when C.H. Robertson charged a quick pay fee. And then I noticed other brokers started doing quick pay fee. And not only on the quick pay fee, they charge you for a free fucking com check for generating a com check number. And then they say, "Well, drivers, oh man, it costs us money." And just look at where we living at in today's time. Are we serious? That's a part of the business. You need to structure the pay. If it's going to be additional 3%, fee on top of what I owe. Why don't you change your prices to reflect that and just adjust your prices? Why are we doing this shit separately? Because they're fucking greedy. They've already adjusted their prices. They call that inflation. So they adjust their price. Then they have a secondary category. This is called transaction fee. We have no control over it. So you're going to charge me a fucking convenience fee in 2025, where majority of the people in this world uses a debit card. Oh my God. Oh my God. They did it. Then they start charging you a fee for having a fuel card. I remember the time when Data was throwing out fuel card like it was free goddamn Mardi Gras. They just wanted you and they gave you a discount. Now they charge you. They charge you for the statement. Hold on, pimp. You are charging me to send me a digital statement, not a paper statement, a digital statement. When, what? An email? When you start getting upset at the small things, you will start to understand the big things. And the big things is about this. You, as truck drivers in America, you guys generate a lot of money, a lot of revenue. And everybody is trying to nickel dime themselves to a millionaire off of your hard work. Think I'm lying? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You know why your granddaddy and your grandmother was able to build trucking companies and leave you something to have? Because they kept everybody out their goddamn pocket. And it's 2025. The way in 1999 how freight moved is still moving today. Just like how freight was communicated in 1991, freight is communicated like that today. When you saying, yo, OB, it's high speed. The only thing is high speed is knowing what the factoring company is factoring out for OB transportation on a load for TQL that went. And this is why they got the load numbers, because they are code numbers for their system to automatically know what to give the rate. So when factoring company process the bill, factoring company lets broker know. Factoring company send broker over the BOL. Send them over the BOL, the invoice, in the rate con. Now, broker knows now, okay, this company right here is willing to do it for this. So we're going to take a majority mathematical equation with the computer. All right, we was paying 1,200. Now we are able to get by with 800. This is how you get market value. Where you think these people are getting their information from? Man, they are getting it from factoring companies. So when you guys out here talking about, oh man, I'm gonna go with Triumph, I'm gonna go with this, we're gonna go with this, brother. I literally, I would say I was a factoring company groupie. I was a factoring company groupie. I I am the first to say it. I am the first to walk on the front stage of the line and said I factor 150%. But then I did my taxes and I seen how much they took from how much I generated. They took over $65,000 in 1 year off of fees. I went to the bank and took out a line of credit for $150,000. I put Data and Love Truck Stop on a three-way call. And Love Truck Stop came out on top out of Oklahoma City with their fuel card. No fuel card fee, no transaction fee, no statement fee, straight fuel, and catch this, with a hefty discount. Get this. I was on a 1 week payout. I didn't do a 2 week where I pay them every 2 weeks. We're going to do a 1 week settlement every Monday. Dude, it felt so good financially. I had stress relief. So now I started to run my own loads, paying my own self and charging my own self a fee. Yes. Within 6 months, I noticed a $80,000 increase off of just fucking fees. Fees. I stopped going to bed with all of the brokers, went down to a few brokers, and then built up the courage to start mingling, start to go into these SEMA. It's almost like these business events. I start going to the business events, start shaking hands, start going to state funded events, start shaking hands, start learning from people. Sometimes I will sit in a room. I will sit in the room and not engage with anybody. I will be that guy in the corner. I'm just looking at how the room is moving. I'm looking at the motion of the room. I'm looking at him like, okay, look how he's dressed. Okay. Noticing what they're talking about. Okay. Seeing who know each other. Let me introduce myself. And I noticed something. Nobody professional is going to introduce themselves like this. Yeah, man. Hey, man, my name is OB, man. I'm a hard worker, bro. I got like 10 trucks, bro. Man, I'm just trying to make it, bro. But I'll be on time. I'll be on time. I never seen a professional do that. I never, never. Never. Prove me wrong. Usually, when a professional introduce themselves, they introduce themselves professionally and with fucking confidence. They got a product that you fucking need. They got a truck that only they can provide. They got drivers only they can manufacture. And they got rates that, hey, they are not the cheapest. They're not the most expensive, but you're going to pay for the quality of drivers that they have to provide. Changed my whole outlook. And I'm telling y'all this right here. Man, I ain't got no fucking class. If y'all want to do a class, I would do a class. I'll do a class. Not only would I do a class, I get the state of Texas to get some of you guys into the goddamn class. You want to get into infrastructure? Okay, it's free. You ain't got to pay a fee. You ain't got to pay shit. Need you an attorney? Need you a CPA? You need that? You need that, brothers and sisters. You need you somebody, a CPA, to sit there and listen and show you where you're making your downfalls at. Free of charge. Could do that too. It's not going to be from me. It ain't going to be from none of my partners. It's going to be from the state of Texas. The state of Texas. And before somebody say some crazy shit like, oh man, that's taxpayer. Yeah, but it's federal grants too for carriers. For all of you people out there that's owner operators, there's free classes in your city locally that goes on probably every week that you don't believe in, because the reason why you probably don't know it, they don't advertise it. You have to go down to the State Department, Transportation Department, and request it, and they will put you into an email blockchain. Need a CPA? Done deal. Whatever you need, done deal. But and I don't want to hear when guys come to me, I hear the guys, oh, well, OB, not everybody's able to buy their truck. That means that you should not be buying a fucking truck. What you talking about? It's not a necessity. It's not a necessity. What? You think that everybody should be entitled? Huh? What? This is business. This what? No. Well, you got to think like that, because you're gonna taint the damn market with freedom shit. You're gonna do free. You're gonna do, I ain't even worried. You're gonna do, well, man, that's a backhaul. When somebody told me the word backhaul, man, now that's one thing thank goodness I had relatives that's always been there for me. They taught me at the first stage of trucking, ain't no such thing, no damn backhaul. That truck went there, that truck's gonna drive back. What's gonna happen on the backhaul? The tread ain't gonna wear down, the brakes ain't gonna wear down, the diesel is not gonna burn, the truck is not gonna age. You're not able, what? What? You don't have to do a logbook on the damn back haul. You have to do everything you did on the front haul on this so-called damn back haul. So why in the hell are you giving a damn discount for doing your job? You're discounting your job. You're discounting your value. You are the one with value. You are voluntarily devaluing yourself for a fucking term, a word, a phrase. Oh, I didn't know that the truck goes cheaper going back to your home state. I did not know that the truck, they got this new trucks, that these trucks don't wear and tear, nothing happens, everything. Hell, you gain pallet points just from driving your truck back to its parking location. That's where trucking is. This is where we at. I'm not going to sit here and talk hip hop. This ain't fucking rap. This ain't the hip hop industry. This is a multi-billion-dollar company. This is the company that your granddaddy couldn't fucking read and write, but he was fucking successful. Granddaddy could put something on the goddamn table. It brought a lot of black men out of fucking poverty. Then niggas want to talk about fucking rap. Nigga, this shit built houses. This shit put kids through school, nigga. Ain't no goddamn, oh, you know, man, this like rap game. Put your black ass in jail. We want to make this shit correlate with fact when everybody else in the fucking room is correlating trucking with multi-million dollars infrastructure. And we are the predominance. You know, this thing right here put generations of kids through college. Pay for college, pay for high school. Hell, pay for child support. This is one of the most beautiful industries to be in and participate. And one of the most wealthiest. I used to make a joke back in the day. I said trucking is one of the only industries. You could go to work Monday, broke as shit, wake up Tuesday, you got 5,000 in your bank account. And you didn't break not one damn law. You could be facing something real critical in your life financially. Trucking is one of the only and most few damn industries that you could go to work for a week and come up with $10,000. Tell me where you're going to do that at. And you don't need a you don't need a college degree. Hell, you really don't even need a high school diploma. Let me take that back. You don't need a high school diploma. It don't matter your skin color, don't matter your age, don't matter your sex, don't even matter your identity. If you could get on here and negotiate and drive a truck, you a bad motherfucker. And that's the beautiful thing about trucking. And all of the women, the black women that gave the money, people laugh and shit, but you never know who they could have been. They could have came in here and changed this for the better. You never know. You never know. You never know. You can't prove me wrong because you don't know. You're not God. If y'all want trucking to get good, you gotta start pointing shit out. I know this YouTube. Oh man, man, I seen SoCal, man. Hey, Andrew Jackson, bro. If you watching this, Andrew, man, you could have gave the quote to Price, bro. You know what you say? Hey, man, they need a location, Andrew, bro. You seen that on our Facebook, bro. Mob stuff. You went up to SoCal, man. You know you could have gave us credit for. We friends on Facebook, pimp. See, this is you know what I'm saying. Price and I, we don't have a big platform, right? But damn thing, we've been scooting and booting. We'll tell you from day one, nigga, we've been standing on 10. And when anybody say, oh man, OB, he's known in Dallas. OB moves around Dallas. OB does videos in Dallas. OB started a class to give. I partnered up with the Texas Department of Transportation, free classes for everybody. Niggas got on Facebook and say, you coon ass nigga. Ain't nobody gonna go to that shit. Now look at half these motherfuckers want to pull in dumps. I've been a big component for over 2 years. Free education. Learn how to work an end dump. Know what you need for an end dump. Learn how to read a contract. Learn how to do payroll. All of this is state funded, federally and state funded. Free professionals, lawyers, everybody. When I say free professional lawyers, I'm talking about people that deal with text dot or people deal with MS dot. Because I went to Mississippi too. Don't get it twisted. So when guys like, ah, man, who's your pedigree? Nigga, my pedigree come from 10 dot, Tennessee Department of Transportation, Mississippi Department of Transportation, and goddamn Texas Department of Transportation. Man, yo, OB, man, what's your resume? Nigga, I pull shit directly for Alabama Power. What you mean you talking? What? See? And I've always advocated education. I've always. Now, I joke and do my shit because I stand on it. But one thing I've always been very vocal about is that carriers needs the education. It's free. It's free. And niggas say that's some bullshit. Okay, then. Okay. Even when I, put it in black and white and showed you, you still say it's bullshit. But when somebody get on Instagram because they could talk the lingo and they tell you you're going to get the contract, you're going to be kicked out the room before the contract even starts. Highway hustler. Where was I on 75 northbound today? Was you on 75 southbound today? Yeah, I was on 75 southbound today. Yes, sir, I was. I was on 75 southbound today. Yeah. And so when they're like, oh man, OB, man, who's OB? OB is that guy that tell you straight to your goddamn face. This ain't no critical thinking skills. I know, I call names because I stand on it. Yeah, oh man, you trying to get that clout. Man, bro, you don't know what I do, baby. Some of y'all really don't. Yeah, I mean, man, I love my people and I love truckers, man. I really do. And most of the guys that don't know me, they'll say it, right? But Price and I, we've been really vocal about making sure that carriers get their fair shake. We've been vocal about why is carriers paying a fee to our factoring company? Why is it that the broker get a discount from the factoring company? Basically, brokers they factor loads too, but it's majority of it's free because they bring in the carriers. And they make sure that the carriers do business with certain factoring companies. Like that was a monopoly back in right before COVID. 2017, 2019, when certain brokers, you couldn't go to your own factory company with those brokers. They say, oh no, we just do quick pay fee through Triumph. Huh? Nigga, I don't want to pay that fee. Oh man, we ain't got no other choice, man, or you got to wait 30 days. Huh? I've been vocal about that. I've been vocal about giving brokers access to your ELD. Because you got to ask yourself this. You got to see this shit, man. You got to understand that you are the most important motherfucker in the room. Do I got to say it at the top of my lungs before you realize, all you truck drivers out there, if you have a CDL, you are the most important individual in the fucking room. Like literally. You are. This ain't no, oh man, you think, bro, you are more valuable than the company's owner. And then when you own a truck, man, oh man, you rolling around worth $1 million and you think that you only worth the value of the truck. Nah, pimp, you got a damn insurance policy. If you got the insurance policy for $2 million, you are literally worth $2 million. That's how the government looks at your company. You are valued at $2 million if you like it or not. Because in event of an accident, incident, or something that happens, that money is able to be paid out. So when you see these large verdicts of these carriers, some of these carriers, these large like Prime and all of them that's self-insured, hey man, they're gonna appeal that shit. They're gonna appeal it. Ain't no insurance company they're gonna appeal it. You see what happened with Warner? They appeal it, and they, yeah. And some of these trucking companies, you like, man, I don't see how they going bankrupt. Pimp, they don't have the capital. They paying the carrier, I mean the drivers, but it's not that much margin until they start hitting y'all with the fees. Oh man, we was on here for 1 minute and 24 seconds. I was not even looking at. Oh, what's back up? What's up, Daryl? What's up with you, man? What's up with you? And somebody, says, oh man, I see you flying in your pickup, man. Yeah, you see me in that Toyota? Highway Hustler 6415. I don't know who that is, but he know who I am. What they gonna say? I don't know how to take that. Is he like stalking me? Like, is that like one of those? Yo, OB, I seen you on the highway. Okay, then, baby. Hey, I would tell you right now, I'm not friendly out in reality. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. So I don't know who's Highway Hustler. But yeah, man, I seen you flying down the highway. Yeah. Hey, I don't know, man. He better say something in the chat. Highway Hustler, man. You come on, explain yourself, baby. What you gonna do? You gonna yeah, man, I seen you flying and you just making it known, right? Yeah. Yeah, that was me. I was chilling, wasn't I? You see me minding my goddamn business, didn't you? You seen that? You seen that? See me minding my business, Highway Hustler? You see how I was flying? I was and probably looking straight ahead, not fucking with nobody. Yeah, that's how I be riding, baby. I'll just be riding, minding my goddamn business, man. Oh, okay then. Okay. I was coming out of Tulsa, looked over and seen OB. Oh, okay then. All right. All right now, baby. Well, put up the white flag, pimp. Put up next time, pimp. Put up the white. Oh man, what's up, man? Put up the white flags. Hey man, we in the state of Texas. Oh yeah, I had somebody run up on my house, man. Yeah, some people like, oh, OB. I was like, man, I was trying to give him that hospitality, man. I was trying to give him that hospitality. Like, I love people, right? I love people. If you met me in reality, you say, damn, that motherfucker is short as hell. And I tell you, hey, man, I love you, baby. I'm the first one to say, hey, man, let's get a cup of coffee. And that's me, man. That's me. But I do stand on my 10 because guess what, baby? I believe that all of us should be wealthy. I believe that all of us should be sick and tired of being led on and just the fucking fees, man. It's just the fees, baby. It's just the fees. What we want in trucking, I check out these channels and how are we still debating about a fucking lease? Here go the thing. And I'll say this to checkmate. Nothing good's come from a lease. Nothing good. Nothing. I'm not going to debate anybody on their particular way of wanting to do trucking. You want to do trucking lease? Go ahead. Do it. But when it fucks up, because it will, no help, nigga. There you go. I ain't got nothing bad to say about you. I ain't got nothing bad. You can't even afford to talk to me. It's not going to work. It's not. And if somebody say, man, I paid off the truck. Well, how much you pay for the truck? Man, I paid $250. And you still staying in a damn apartments. You literally reduced your goddamn your personal life in order to pay for a depreciating asset that you now can't afford to maintain. Because the only reason you was able to maintain it because the company gave you a lifeline. Now go out there and do it on your own. Oh, you don't have no experience. Oh, you don't have enough capital saved for the hiccups and the fuck ups. See, nobody want to talk about the hiccups and the fuck ups. You was on the lifeline. You was on the umbilical cord. They kept you pumping. All right, what's up with you? SoCal, man. What's good, OB? Have a great 2026. Hey, SoCal, man. Thank you, man. You sent me that 20 California money right there. I don't think that California money will work in Texas, would it? Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does, man. SoCal was up there, man. I said, man, you SoCal from California. He's doing that liberal shit. He's like, man, let me hear her side. I'm sitting now. I'm sitting in the vehicle. I'm like, just use the Google, SoCal. Use the Google, baby. Hit the Google. It's gonna tell you, SoCal, and it's unbiased. It's not like you did any trickery. Google. Ah, ah. Charmaine Jeffers Lawson. Just Google. And then you go on LinkedIn. You're like, God, boy. But anyway, man, I still appreciate that, old pimp. But is Mob in here? Is Mob in here? Mob. Mob went up there, man, talked to SoCal. Mom, we gave you some information, didn't we, Mom? Here, Mom. No, OB. Oh, no, nah, pimp. Nah, no, no. But like I said, man, uh, this game out here is treacherous. And it is what it is. But leasing is not the way. I'm not going to be a component. I'm not a champion of it. You can't sway my mind. I've met millionaires. I've done interviews with what? I did 3 interviews with 3 multimillionaire truck owners. And they would tell you quick as hell, don't do that lease. They tell you, don't do that lease, player. Because they're looking at their value. They're looking at the money, the overhead. You got to remember, save up your money. You appreciate it more. You appreciate it more. So don't do the lease, man. I can't believe I got a super chat, man. Let me put that as a star, man. Y'all see that? This is the first time on YouTube history. Boy, look at that. That's a good white man, ain't it? He got me $20. Thank you now, SoCal. Okay. SoCal, I was trying to comment on your page. It said, man, I gotta subscribe and wait an hour. I guess I'll subscribe tonight. Cause y'all be talking to that good stuff over there, man. Y'all be talking. Y'all need to bring some Texas, man. I'll bring my country ass over there, man. Oh man, what checkmate at tonight, man? What checkmate at? But anyway, goes yeah. And that was a good white man right there. You know, let's put SoCal back on the screen, y'all. Hold on. That's a good white man right there. That's a good white man. Buddy, don't be messing with that. He's my friend. Hey man, I used to go to the bars and go, hey man, he didn't mean nothing by it, OB. That's my friend. I'm like, what up with it? What up with you, Ricky? What's up with you, Ricky? Oh, Ricky, shit, man, I got a gift from a good white guy out of California named SoCal. Hey, boy, I'm special. Superstar. I appreciate it though, SoCal, real talk. But I really appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, man. And I really, we need to have more discussions, but this is my opinion. We need to start having discussions of putting people on the right path. And the hard head motherfuckers, man, let them do what they're going to do. I don't have no bad words for them. I don't wish ill will, but I'm not going to debate a motherfucker on why is a low board good or not. See, that's simple ass shit. What we need to start understanding is formation. Okay, how do we sell ourselves? Learn this from Charmaine. I do have this stuff to say. See, this is not about tearing this woman down. This is not about that. But you gotta admire her sales to a company is good. It's good. Her marketing is good. I'm not going to take that away. You hearing OB said, Charmaine Jeffers has a unique talent with marketing. She sells. There you go. She sells. Okay, then. All right. SoCal, you going to watch it? All right. But yeah, she sells. Charmaine has mastered the skill of selling. I'm not going to take that away. I'm not going to say that, um, no. So as a business, I would utilize her, but I would not utilize Charmaine to take care of the carriers. If I was running an operation, I would put Charmaine as my accounts payable because I would need Charmaine, a person of that caliber, to persuade my clients to pay me on a 15 to 30-day payout. Charmaine is that person to sit on the phone with you for 2 hours and walk your ass down to a 15-day payout with a penalty of 5% per 12 hours or some ridiculous, of which I would do. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if my customer ain't paid me on the 13th business day, it's going to be 5% every 12 hours. She ain't paid. Now, some people going to say, oh, man, that's wrong. They're going to walk me down on a number. They're probably going to say, hey, man, can we do 2.5% or 3% per day that we're late with a, a transaction, with a fee? Of course. Who would I put in front of that? Charmaine Jeffers. Charmaine. Charmaine is not fucking good with drivers. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. Y'all can see her history. But her ass is good with accounts payable. Mark my words. Think I'm lying? Think I'm lying? Watch her videos. Watch the videos, nigga. She's not good with carriers now, pimp. She ain't gonna pay you. But she does know how to get the money to start to move. In trucking, rule number 1. If you want to be successful, have you a good damn accounts payable department. And that is a woman. I have yet to see a man be as good as a woman in accounts payable. I've been in this shit too long. I did it. Hey, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Charmaine is good at that. If she would put her talent to, let's just say, I'm gonna give y'all some free game. If she watched this video, if I will put Charmaine, if she really want to make the good money, if she really wanted to make the good money and change her name in this industry and capitalize, anything what she could do, accounts payable, accounts payable. But anyway, I'm gonna get ready to get off this, man. I got $20 tonight. Boy, I'm going to get me some scooter coffee. But anyway, man, I really want to shout out everybody for tuning in and watching the show, man. And much love to y'all. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow. But thank you.